It was Saturday morning, and Mike Walsh and his cousin Kate Hopkins bounded up the steps to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. As the door closed behind them, Mike saw a security guard place something behind a big cardboard box wrapped like a Christmas present. Mike grabbed Kate's arm. "Hey," he said as the guard ducked around the corner. "Did you see that? I'll bet that guard just stole a signed ball or something and hid it behind that present." Kate sighed. Mike had a big imagination. "Come on," she said. Kate walked over to the present. She reached down and lifted up a half-full water bottle. "You're right," she said. "It's Babe Ruth's famous water bottle that he used in Game 3 of the 1932 World Series." Mike smiled weakly and blushed a little. "Okay, so I guess the guard was just thirsty," he said. "But the stuff in the Hall of Fame is worth millions. It's amazing that no one tries to steal it." "That's why they have security guards," Kate said. "You've been reading too many mystery stories." Mike and Kate pulled off their red and white Santa hats and stamped the snow from their boots. It was December holiday break, and Mike and Kate were at the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York, to help wrap presents for needy families. They both lived in town. Mike's parents owned a sporting goods store just up the street from the Hall of Fame. Kate's mom worked as a sports reporter. Mike and Kate had joined a club called Cooperstown Cares with their friends. The club helped organize food drives, clothing drives, and toy drives. After spending the day wrapping presents at the Hall of Fame, the club was going to sleep over at Kate's house that night. "Hey, you're here," said a red-headed boy near the gift shop. It was Mike and Kate's friend Caleb from the Cooperstown Cares Club. He waved them over. "Follow me. Everyone is in the research library and back. We're just getting started." Ella, the woman at the ticket booth, waved them in. She was wearing a bright green sweater with reindeer on the front. Mike and Kate ran after Caleb. They went past the museum's gift shop and into the Hall of Fame gallery. The gallery was filled with big bronze panels that listed the accomplishments of each baseball player who had been elected to the Hall of Fame. On the upper floors of the building was a museum filled with important baseball artifacts. In the middle of the gallery stood a big Christmas tree decorated with all types of baseball ornaments. Caleb led them through the gallery to the research library. Sophia, Noah, Scott, and Logan, Mike and Kate's friends from school, were sitting at a long table wrapping a big pile of presents. Grace, a tall woman wearing a necklace made of tiny red and green lights, stood behind the table. "There you two are," Grace said. "Dig in. We have a lot of presents to wrap for the toy drive." Grace was a volunteer at the Hall of Fame. She ran the annual toy drive. She was also in charge of raising money to help build a new community center for Cooperstown. The town needed a bigger place where kids, Mike and Kate's age, could go after school, and where families could get help with food, clothing, or whatever else they needed. The Cooperstown Cares Club was helping with the toy drive. Mike and Kate grabbed presents from the big pile at the end of the table and started wrapping. Grace had all different kinds of paper, ribbons, and bows laid out on the table. Every few minutes, one of the kids would carry a big stack of wrapped gifts out to the tree in the gallery. In between, everyone dipped into a bowl of candy canes in the middle of the table. As they wrapped presents, they twirled the candy canes around in their mouths. Just before lunchtime, Grace went into the office she shared with Mr. Owen, the director of the Hall of Fame, to order pizza for the kids. While Grace was arranging lunch, the kids continued to wrap. A few minutes later, Mr. Owen walked into the room. He was short and stocky. He looked like a professional wrestler. The kids all stopped wrapping when they saw who was behind him. It was Big D.